Greeting to all. In Pedagogy of English at primary level, today we will discuss about what is assessment of learning and what are the test items in summative assessment. Summative assessment takes place after a period of instruction and requires making a judgment about the learning that has occurred. This is through using paper pencil tests. It is to take place at the end of term, semester, or at the end of the school academic year. Special learning outcomes and standards are reference points, and grade levels may be the benchmarks for reporting. So that's why this is called as assessment of learning. Already you know that in teaching learning process, both a summative assessment, formative assessment are going to play an important role. But in a formative assessment, there is no exam. But whereas in a summative assessment, what will be there? After certain period of instruction, certain period of teaching, we are going to conduct exam for the purpose of making judgment of the learners at what level actually those learners are there in learning. So that's why for the purpose of making a judgment after certain period of time, we are going to conduct exam by using paper pencil tests. So when this summative exam is going to be conducted either at the end of the term or at the end of the semester or at the end of the school academic year, we are going to conduct summative exam. So when we are going to conduct a summative exam, our concentration is on outcomes, learning outcomes of that particular area. So by concentrating on the learning outcomes of the area only, as a teacher, you are going to conduct a summative exam. So when you are going to conduct a summative exam, you are going to prepare a different test items. For the purpose of a preparation of the test items, you are going to follow particular rules and regulations. After conducting exam, you are going to give marks. Based on the marks, you are going to give a grades. So in teaching learning process, for the purpose of knowing learning level of the students, what is going to play an important role? Grading system is going to play an important role. Why means grading system is the benchmark of reporting the judgment of the students to the parents. So that's why even presently also we are using grading system in place of marking system. Next topic is what are the test items in summative assessment. Generally, test items are prepared based on knowledge based goals, skill based goals, and affective goals. Affective goals means values, attitudes, and interest. By concentrating on these areas, we are going to prepare a test items. Knowledge based, whatever, first we are going to write objectives, goals. So concentrating on the knowledge based goals, concentrating on the skill based goals, we are going to prepare a question paper or a test item by concentrating on the affective goals also. Means that values means values, attitude, and interest of the learner also. So here test items can be prepared in various formats. So here we have two formats in that. First one, selected response formats. Second one, constructed response format. So let us discuss first selected response formats. In that, first one, multiple choice, means that in selected response items, following test items are going to be considered. In that, first one is what? Multiple choice. The student is given direction or a question and needs to choose the correct or a best answer from several possible responses. For example, M set, Ed set, D set, these all entrances are in the form of multiple choice. What will be there? Statement will be there or a question will be there. 4 or 5 options will be there. Out of 4 or 5 options, as a exam, when you are going to write exam, you are going to choose right answer and best answer, which is correct answer. So that's why, so in multiple choice, question will be there, direction will be there, and whatever options will be given for that each and every question or direction, basically options are going to be completely in a similar manner. So that's why it is difficult for us to choose a right answer. So this is the first test item in selected response formats. Next, second one, matching. The student is given two lists means what? two lists of words or phrases, and for each item in the first list must choose the correct item from the second list to go with it. The matching format is actually a type of multiple choice where each test item has the same list of possible responses. Matching is also just like a multiple choice, but here A and B list will be there. A list, some words or phrases will be there. In second list also, some words or phrases will be there. So here what we are going to do, from first phase, we are going to select first statement, word or phrase, then you are going to find a similar one in a second list. So like that, whatever words, phrase, items are there in first item, first table, so that each and every word or phrase is going to be connected to the sentence of second list. So this is matching. Next, third one, true or false. This format presents as a statement and the student must mark whether it is correct or not. It may take in the form of true or false, yes or no, agree or disagree, or others. True or false means what? Statements will be there. Statements will be there. As a student, what you are going to do? You are going to put right mark if it is right. If you are to put wrong mark, it is wrong. Means that you are going to identify whatever statement is given, whether it is right or wrong. So this true or false may be in a different forms. What are those forms? True or false, yes or no, agree, disagree. So these all are the different forms of true or false test item. So these all are the, means that multiple choice, matching, true or false, these all test items are going to be considered selected response formats. Next, second one, constructed response formats. So in this one, how many test items are there? Only 2 items. Short answer, first one, second one, essay. So let us discuss about first one, short answer. Short answer means that the question is in the form of a statement and the student is required to fill the blanks either in the statement itself or at the end of it. As short answer implies, the expected response is usually a word or a phrase. So this format is common in curriculum based test. Short answer means what? What will be there? Statement will be there. So what? By concentrating on the statement, what student is going to do? Student is going to fill the blank which is given in the statement, in between or at the end of the statement. Sometime it may be given in a question form, and to that question you are going to write answer either in a word manner or in a phrase manner. So this form of test item is common, whatever curriculum based test items are there. So in curriculum based test items we are using short answer. Next, second one, essay. Essay means what? A long and extended answer using creative thought or memory is required. The student may be asked to describe, discuss, summarize a given subject. So this format requires the most critical thinking skills and is also the most challenging for the examiner to score. So here essay means what? It is a long answer, it is an extended answer. So what is compulsory? For the purpose of writing answer to essay question, creative thought, memorization is going to play an important role. So here whatever essay question is given, for that essay question what student is going to do? Student is going to describe, student is going to discuss, student is going to summarize a given topic. So that's why for the purpose of writing answer to the essay question, what is going to play an important role? Critical thinking skill is going to play an important role. Why means when you are going to write answer to essay question by using your own thinking ability, based on the matter which is available in your mind, you are going to write answer. So that's why you need to think in a critical manner. So that's why for the examiner, so essay question is the most challenging one to score. Next, not only selected response formats, constructed response formats are available, other formats also available. In that, oral presentation, first one. Second one, concept sketches. Next, third one, poster presentations. Fourth one, case studies. These formats also are going to play an important role in summative assessment for the purpose of testing the knowledge of the learners. Oral means, especially in first, second classes, 50% questions are in an oral manner. 50% exam we are going to conduct in an oral manner. Next, second one, concept, means that we are going to give any concept oriented word. So based on that area, student is going to write something or student is going to explain something about that particular area. Poster presentation, case study, these all are related to the summative exam also. These all are going to play an important role. So this is about what is assessment of learning and what are the test items in summative assessment. For the purpose of preparing question paper in effective manner, as a teacher we need to know what are the different test items. So when you have knowledge of different test items, you can able to prepare a question paper, you can able to include test items in question paper in effective manner. Okay, so this is about test items in summative assessment. Thank you.